My name is Mohammed, as you know, and today I'm going to challenge my sugar reading. So it is now about 11:10 in the AM, and it's the 2nd of November. And what I want to do is, after Halloween, we get all this candy, and we want to know how exactly it affects us. So I've had nothing except coffee today. I know, it's not good for you, but that's what I had. That's my life. That's what I do. Now, I brought some candy with me, and I want to check my sugar and see where it's at now. And in 30 more minutes, I'll check it after I've had some of this candy to see exactly how much it's changing. So if you can come a little closer. I got Sam here, the clinical director, helping me at a new U. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be putting this, which is the little poker. And by the way, I do not like injections, so I am not happy about this. This just goes right in here. Oh. Just like that. Before you push that button, you want to make sure. Now this is just a regular, it's for diabetics, so it's going to read as soon as I get my blood drawn from here. And as you can see, it's 11:15 a.m. Just to let you know, this is going to be my first reading of the day. Here goes nothing. I didn't do it correctly. And that's just what happened. Oh, you got to pull this thing back to kind of lock and load. Now I'm nervous. Okay, that worked. Oh, it might be a little bit too small. Yeah, it's too small. Let me get another one going. And you always want to use another one. You don't want to use the same one. Load this up again.
How about them Astros?
Those Astros kicked butt yesterday, and we love them. World champs, go Astros. I hope everybody's enjoying today also. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a lot better. See the blood starting to come out, and I'm just gonna kind of get a good amount. Here we go. It's ready to read. What's that say?
93.
93. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. We'll get back to y'all in about 30 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna be eating some. I've been eyeballing that Kit Kat for a minute now, and I'm gonna go ahead and have some of this while y'all are here with me, so you know that this is real. This is really what happens to the body. I'm at 93, and as you know, 80 to 120 is the normal range. Candy is still delicious. Just doesn't mean it's good for you like all other things, With that being said, give it 30 minutes to get in your blood. And I'm not recommending everybody go out and purchase this stuff here. No.
Damn it. And we don't recommend you eat it that quickly either.
Okay, I'm good. We're gonna muscle right through it. See, the time is now 2:16, and I'm gonna go ahead.
12:16.
I'm sorry, 12:16. Thank you. Now that I've done this a few times, I can really just feel the pain of my mother having diabetes, or anybody that actually has to do this. This is not fun at all. It actually damages the skin, and it's not very, it's definitely not something you look forward to, even though you are testing yourself it isn't something fun. So my heart goes out to people that have to do this, and hopefully you can control your sugar. And I'll be talking about that more in other videos. But I'm going to go ahead and hopefully that's enough. Yep, it's enough. We're going to see what that says. 98. Not bad. So it already went up, which usually that's typically what happens. And it's already metabolized in my body, and now it's causing me to sweat because my blood pressure did go up. And I can already feel that, and that's from the hormone increase, the cortisol, the epinephrine. And also what happens after you've ingested the sugars, you start to feel a little bit sluggish, which I can kind of start to feel that, but I'm kind of a busybody, and we've been a little bit busy here at the clinic. And I don't want this to surprise anybody as if we only went up 5 units. By all means, it's not processed in my body correctly, and it's starting to do damage on my metabolism. I could feel that, and it's in my small intestine, and it's starting to make its way to really start to affect my blood sugar. So it went up 5 units. It was the last thing that I had. I did have, I believe it was 3 or 4 candy bars. And everybody, we are back for part 3, and this is going to be my glucose sugar test after, it looks like the time now is 2:45, and I took my first one at 11:15. I took a second one at 12:45, actually one, and this would be my third one, which is now at 2:45, and we're going to see exactly what happens to my blood sugar. Now I did have lunch, which I had a very good bowl of spaghetti squash by the clinical director here. She makes a really good bowl of that, and I didn't think I would like it, but I do. It's actually very good. And I had about 2 cups of that, and I just drink water with that specifically. So let's see how much my blood sugar actually changes. Getting a little bit better at this now. I want to thank everybody for watching. Let's get this show on the road. As you can see the time, I think that's enough.
$81.
It's interesting that my blood sugar dropped to 81 after I had lunch. So it's trying to compensate for the amount of food that I've ate, and my body was not too much affected, although I do have a little bit of a headache by the large amount of candy. With this being said, the summary of this video would conclude that your blood sugar really depends on how long you've been eating bad food. Now, me eating those candies would make me feel different inside, and I did feel different. I felt joy initially because it was candy, and that's what I wanted to, and I was kind of planning on this video. And also, towards the end, towards about an hour after, I did start to feel some stomach ache. I kind of started to feel sweaty, which was odd. I never actually paid attention to that. And I felt like I was just, it was just a bad feeling. I didn't feel like I really wanted to do much more work. I felt down. Shortly after I had my lunch, which my lunch was on more of the healthier side, I did feel good. I feel like my energy was regained. But then now that we noticed that my blood sugar dropped lower, it dropped lower than it initially was after I've just had coffee, which was, if you remember, it was 93. And now after I've eaten, had my spike go up to 98 after the candy, and then it actually dropped after I've had normal food. So this just tells you that, you know, it does affect your blood sugar. Now I hope this video does help everybody out. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment, like and subscribe, and we'll be talking to you all soon. All right.